Hello, everybody. Hey, Kim, can you hear me? Hey, Kev, glad you made it. Oh, good. So it sounds all right. It's coming in clear. Yeah, I just bought myself a. So I was getting tired of people saying they couldn't hear me or whatever. So I bought myself a new microphone. So far, it's working good. There's a couple of reviews on it that said it's not the best, but overall, I think it was Chrome that once told me that. Hey, they're all the same. Yeah, I just want to make sure the volume's up, everybody can hear me, and yeah, there's no problems. Okay, so we're here, and yes, we got the shirt on. Woo! I gotta really make one for myself, actually. Yeah, I just finished watching that too, Kura Queen. Yep, that was a good video. Well, I don't want to sound like I'm conceited, but mine included. They're all pretty good videos. They're Emmys and mine and Chromes. Yeah, I mean stuff that I had that they didn't have, and stuff that they had I didn't have, and yeah, we all seem to share the limelight uh, pretty much equally. But we all know who the star was. I mean, it was Chrome. Chrome draws in more people, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. You know, I woke up this morning with a sore throat, so um, yeah, things. I'm not sure what I said the last time, but things are looking pretty good. Um, Sharing a lot of stuff. Aloha. Yeah. I don't want to be right in your face, but I don't know. Like everything. Like I mean, like I can push this further back, and I can put this up closer, and you can still hear me, right? So I tried music on it too, and the music comes across pretty good. So I'm hoping it will work when I do a when I try to just do a video. I'm hoping because I've tried everything. And hey, BC Donnie, how you doing, buddy? I tried everything. Um, yeah, I tried everything, and I just decided. Well, I did buy one, and I did buy another one that I had for a while, and I tried to hook it up, and it wasn't working. I couldn't even get it on here properly. So who do I call? My buddy Chrome. I figured, you're gonna ask questions about sound. You better call a DJ or somebody, you know, somebody that knows a bit about this stuff. Because I don't know. Like, I'm talking to you, but I'm not. Other than what feedback you give me, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm coming in good, bad, but you guys are telling me I am. So yeah. So I haven't even got to read all this stuff here. Yes, and my grandson's is doing a little bit better. I got to teach him a little bit more. It's not so much he did it for me just on a whim. But to be quite honest with you, I was a little not gun shy, but I was a little overwhelmed. Like I was like on the ground almost, literally. I was closer to the ground. These guys are sitting in their vans and walking around, and I was just sitting there. And it's a van meetup. I don't have a van, but I guess they came to see me and ask me questions. It was just I didn't have a, I couldn't like run around and film as I was talking. Yeah, I was happy. I was tired as heck once it was over, but yeah, I was happy. Well, that's good. Oh, Oh well, I noticed there that Mark is on at the same time. Oh well, yeah. I try not to cut anybody off or try. I try to sort of like play it. That I know people go on weekends, and I try to do it during the week, but I wasn't really happy with my last production of not my live, but when I just did a video because people couldn't hear me. So I just, yeah, I got a new toy. I wanted to use it. So here we are. Hopefully it's working well. And I can even put you on mute. This is good because there's only a one button thing. See, I'm going to still talk. And now I was talking and then it was on mute. So I was like, wow. So this is all good. And I think it's like, it's not directional. It goes all the way around almost. I tested today. Oh, Sunshine Coast. Yes. How are you, Trina? Yeah, I missed a lot of people. So when I say thank you everyone for showing up, sorry I didn't mention your name because I'm more talking than I am reading the things just to make sure everything's working well. Yeah. Oh, what's new? What's new? Um, okay. Oh, Kim, your thing's about ready to go out. Pass it on to Chrome. So, and don't worry about anything. Uh, and Chrome knows. So, and yeah, and oh yeah, I did some mail today just to get it ready for tomorrow. Um, I had to. Well, I didn't have to. I said I would. Um, last time, oh, my brain's getting. Last time I was talking to Brent. Brent. Sorry, I got a friend named Brent today. Brent and Brent, and they really confused me. Their both last names is Petrie. So yeah, that's a true story. So Brent, I was talking to him. Oh, he phoned me up a while back, a long time ago, and said, "Oh, can you look for my dog collar?" And that's the one from Goldberg. So I said, "Sure." So I looked for it. I said, "I found it." He goes, "Would you be able to send it?" I said, "Sure, not a problem." So yeah, so that's ready to hit the mail tomorrow, hopefully. Uh, yeah, and what else? Well, I got something else going out, but it's not yet. Um, yeah, I haven't really been doing. For some reason, I'm having a hard. I'm still doing like paperwork. Uh, oh, and I don't know if I told you this, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. I did get, um, I did get the okay for the Trillium, but to find out when I find out when I went to the pharmacy, I can't use the Trillium until I get a prescription from my doctor, which I did that, uh, and I got a book for next week sometime. So yeah, the Trillium ain't gonna kick in till then, but it will kick in. So I got it. I'm breathing a sigh of relief. Um, I'm a little scrambled. Oh, I just had one of my old friends, Mark the Diesel guy, phone me up. That's how I used to distinguish Mark the paint guy, Mark the Diesel guy, and yeah, and he's in the Hamilton. That's it. He's in Hamilton. And anyway, he just called me up and he sends me some texts every now and then and to show me some vans and vehicles. And I said, yeah, I don't really want one right now because I'm so worried about getting my license. I want to get that first. But yeah, I wanted to get that first before I move on. But he's going to look out, and we did. Like I talked to him. Yeah, maybe you guys can help me. Anybody in Canada here, and I'm not just sticking the but again in Ontario. Do you, if anybody knows, please let me know. Do you know where they put the old post office trucks to die? You know what I mean? Or they resell them? They probably they probably resell them like in a lot or something, or I mean like a lot amount, or they might bring them up to a Odessa or something like that. That's a car auto place that you can buy cars, but it's not open to the public. I don't believe. I think it's open to dealers and stuff like that. I just want to like to get my hands on one of them little four cylinders or something like that. That's what I want to get my handle on. And a small one. I don't want a big one. So that's my dream car. That's my dream vehicle. And my other dream vehicle, like there, I just want to say it now, like so we established that, is I want to go to a minivan because I've done a lot of checking. I've watched videos. People have brought me videos. I've watched two videos. Well, two, yeah. Well, I've watched more than two, but two videos to me with problems. Problem is, I've watched a video with chairlift, and somebody got stuck on one. That's a problem. And somebody got down on one, but could not get up on it until it brought it in, and it was a big ordeal to to get her into the driver's seat. And she had help, but I mean that's the ordeal. I'm trying to do everything solo. I'm not being stubborn. I'm just being if I can't do it by myself, yes, I have to reach out for help. But I'm trying to do all that first before I reach out for help. Trying to check that out. But yeah, so and another one was when she was driving. She didn't have everything locked down or secure or something, or maybe she did, but it wasn't strong enough. I don't know. I'm not judging. But it made me think um, that everything on the passenger side or part of the passenger side collapsed when she stopped or turned sharply, and it trapped her chair against the door that she needs to get out. And she had to phone somebody, and I think she phoned a tow truck. And I think the tow truck gave her a little bit of hassle, said, "We're here to pick up trucks or cars. We're not here to open the door for you," or something like that. I thought that was a little bit weird. But, anyways, uh, so yeah. So I seen that and I thought of right away, I thought, you know what? I don't want that hassle. I want to bypass that. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. No electrical. In a minivan, I can get in. If I would ever get a small postal bread truck, I'd have to figure out something how to get in that way. But and it's kind of weird. I am a weirdo. I drive through parking lots and I drive through handicap places and I sit back and I look at all the problems that I could have or one could come across. Most people like a handicap's bigger than a regular, but most people in a regular like park right really close to a handicap. Some handicaps park overside the other handicap, and how the heck do you get your side door, back door, or anything else? And then slide like I met the gentleman on my YouTube or at that meeting that we had to get together last week. And I mean, he was marvelous. He was great, man. Like he answered a lot of my questions. I was scared to ask people, and he did. He said, "No, go ahead." And I said, "Okay." So you know, yeah. One of the questions I asked was, "Your legs don't work, right?" And he said, "Oh no, no." And then I just bluntly said, "I said, okay." I always get a weird look, or I said, Why don't you get rid of them?" Because like I feel like I don't belong, like we're the same but not the same. And he says, and he just answered me straight, because I'm going to walk. And I went, okay. I mean, I understood it. I heard it loud and clear. Yep, he's going to walk. Okay, that's all you have to say. But some other people, I don't know why, because you're dragging extra weight that I'm not there. I mean, I had a choice, or even if I didn't have a choice, I woke up with no legs, and that's what I got to live with, and I got to learn to get around that way. So that's all good, but he also, like, he had a ramp just like I got in my front yard. He's got a ramp coming out of his van, and he stretched it out, and that's what he uses to get in and out. And I asked him, I said, "Can you do that ramp alone?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I just drive up." I said, "No, no, no. When you pull up somewhere, can you take all this stuff out and set it up alone?" And he said, "No." And then he pointed to his wife. He said, "No, she does it all." And I said, "Okay." That was another question because I need to be able to do this stuff alone. Even, yeah, it's a bonus if I got somebody with me or if I got one of my grandkids, but they got to do all that. I can't do it, So I said, okay. And if you looked at the video where I took a picture of his ramp in his van, he takes up two parking spots. And on a Sunday or on a Saturday morning, if there's a sale on, where are you going to find an empty parking spot? Even the handicaps, like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen three handicaps in the handicap zone. It's like, that's what I mean. It's just like, you're not going to find that. I guess I'd have to park way over, but yeah, you're just not going to find that. So that's the problem, So that's all I'm saying. So I've been looking at that. The only way to get out of a van like that, a smaller van, is if you drive in, you got the back door. But even then, you'd have to, if you pulled out a ramp like that, you'd have to take it apart and then, like, undo it, use it, take it apart, and try to get it into your back door. That's the only thing I have. And most of those vans, their back door is their bed. Sometimes you can lift the table up or whatever and make an alley through the two couches, but overall they keep it in bed mode. So yeah, like, my mobility is going to be much different, and yeah, my mobility is going to be much different than it was before. So I just got to make sure everything is in its place and in the right place. And one of the reasons why I chose a smaller van, a minivan, is because you got to remember, like right now, I am sitting up. Right now, I'm sitting up. So this here is what's going to be inside the van. So if the van's like a little bit taller than me, I got lots of room. Lots of room. I don't have to stand up. I don't have to crouch over. I can sit up properly and do everything in front of me. And I'm sure you heard that before because I think I've been speaking about that a lot. But yes, that's why I want one of those vans. And yeah, so he can't do that. He needs well, he has his wife. He doesn't, I'm pretty sure she's more than happy to do that. Uh, but he has a partner who's willing to do that. And well, I don't. Uh, so I got to do things on my own, which I'm okay with because I'm like that. I like to do things on my own. Even with a partner, I sort of like fight for that. Don't do this. I can do it myself. I think I told you that story one time. I was trying to pick up a quarter off the floor, and my daughter was about to run over and said, "I'll get it for you, Dad." I said, "Don't you dare. I'll get it." "Well, Dad, you're going to fall over." I said, "Well, I might, but no." I mean, I had myself seat belted in so I could bend a lot more, but I used my counterweight of the chair, and I was able to get it. Took a little bit of maneuvering, but I was able to get it, and it puts a smile on my face. I'm like, yes. Yeah, I just want my independence. I just want to get back what I've lost a little bit. And no, I'm not going to regrow my legs, but yeah, I just rather do that. Anyways, yeah. I mean, other than that, like, things are really good. I don't know what else. Well, I told you I got the. Yeah, I told you I got the whatever that was. Trillium. I told you I got that. I'm still waiting for my. Yeah, that's the other. I'm waiting for my 5-day birth certificate that I paid for extra just so I can get here in 5 days. I think it's been 7 or 8 days, business days. Been 7 or 8 business days, and I still haven't got it. I'm waiting for that. So yeah, you know, all that stuff. all that stuff is just like it. I'm getting better at it though. Like I think my friend Shirley says you gotta let that stuff go, Jeff. Like she's into a lot of that and praying and meditating and stuff, and she says, "Yep, when she gets that way, you just gotta let that go. Just give it up." So I'm learning to do that. I'm still hanging on to some of it, but I'm learning to. Oh yeah, it'll come when it comes, and I'm learning to stay busy and keep busy. From that meetup I had, I met a gentleman. I know I don't do name. I sorry. I know I don't do names because I don't want to, center anybody out. But I'm extremely grateful. Anyways, he knows what he's doing. He was going to come over and give me some wood so I could start carving again because he had some. I think he has some pine and a little bit of cedar, and I said, yeah, yeah. And he goes, how much do you want? Tree lengths. I said, no, I don't. So I think I'm getting a little like anything smaller than a little potato bag or whatever, however little potato bag is. Yeah, he's going to chop it up and give me some wood so I can carve uh, eventually. And then I come across some other ideas for carving. So I got to find some wood. And if I could find the wood, like just scraps of pallets or something, or a piece of a pallet, that's all I need because I'm going to try something different and hopefully that'll work. Uh, yeah, I already told you about my tools, but I just don't know what tools I have. So I got to get into my closet and look for that. I got to look into that to see what tools I have. But I think I got everything. I think I got a saw and a jigsaw, and I think I have my Ryobi. Uh, it's like a Dremel. I think I got that. I think there's a few other ones I'm missing, or one other one that I'm missing, but that's all right. I don't need that right now. But yeah, I've been excited, and yeah, you can like uh, I'm excited about like lately. Like I know since the meetup, I was kind of jealous. We'll use that word. I was like, oh, I wish I was out there, and a lot of people came up, said hi, shook my hand, did all that stuff. It was great. I really did. I really loved it. I'm glad that Chrome and Emmy included me in on that. That really made my day. Um, but I mean, but yeah, not but I not but however, that's the word. However, so like I wish I could have got with them and just sort of like drove for a while. You know what I mean? And maybe they wouldn't want me, but I'm just saying. I wish I could have done something else other than roll back to my house. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit envious, and I see people, and I've driven around, and I'm back to noticing now. Oh, who's sleeping here and who's doing what there? And I'm like, wow, there's a van dweller. There's a van dweller, and I'm starting to pick up all these spots where you can park at, and I'm going, okay. I mean, I just have to be patient and take my time. I'm not a patient man, as we all know, but yeah, just have to take my time. So, anyways, that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much it. Of the new stuff. I mean, it's the same old here. I haven't really picked up a pen or anything like that to draw. I'm already talking about carving, but I haven't done anything yet. But I got everything in its place. But the big irritant that I had that I fixed up lately is the microphone, and everybody here is good now. I hope so. Thank you. Yeah, and it wasn't that bad. You know, uh, that's the thing. It works really good. Oh, okay. Travel van man. What happened to Bob? Well, Bob is on a siesta. No, it's like everything else. My family has been so busy going to Ottawa, going to going now just starting hockey. They just finished baseball today. He finished baseball at 1 o'clock. He came home, and hockey starts tonight. and he's gone already. They're here for 5 minutes. Hi, Pop. No, Pop. See you later, Pop. Bye. I'm gone. It's like a whirlwind came through here, and it's like, see you later. They exchange one bag for another bag. So so Bob's being kept hostage in my daughter's van. So I was thinking about that today because somebody the last time asked me about Bob. So I said, okay, I better go get it. And they came and left, and I didn't get it. So my apologies. I'm gonna make sure when they get home, bring it in, and I'll have it for the next one. Okay, my promise. I promise. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna. I don't think. Oh yeah, okay. Another little update because I know you're all interested in my grandkids. I got one that's playing a tournament this weekend. He finished. They came in second, but that's all right. They did well. My oldest grandson was. It's my daughter's team, but my older grandson handed him the reins yesterday, or maybe today too. I know yesterday he was the head coach. She didn't do nothing. She just went by what he said, and he did quite the job. He did a real good job from what I hear. Last week, I think he did the same thing. Nobody else wanted to coach, and they called him up. He's only 15, and he coached, and they didn't win, but he learned a lot of stuff, and they did their best, and that's what counts. I mean, it's amazing when I look at him and I look at I look at the two, the older the third oldest and the young one, Dawson. I look at my grandkids and I said, I wasn't there when I was their age. Oh man, my head was up my behind. I didn't have the confidence they had. I didn't have knowledge. I didn't stick with one thing. I mean, you can talk about anything about baseball, and I'm pretty sure they'll understand it and they'll give you good answers for it. Same thing with hockey. So, yeah, they got a lot of things going for them. So, other than that, I think that's it. Everything else is going good. Uh, yeah, Bob's cruising with the fam. Yep. Uh, yeah, I'm just reading this. Well, we're doing our best, Jennifer. Trying to keep hitting it out of the park. Yeah, I just miss my old life, and I know, like I said earlier, I know I'm not going to get I know I'm not going to get my legs back, but I don't want to give up my drive that I once had. I still believe I do, from what all you guys are telling me. Yeah, I just don't want to give that up. I'm not ready to give it up yet. You know, it's like them old westerns or something that says, "Oh, you need some sleep." Well, when I'm dead, I'll get enough sleep then. Until then, onward and upward. So that's pretty much me. It's just like I want to, because I'm so scared I'm going to lose that little flame I got, and I don't want to do that. So, and sometimes when you do that, people think you're just stubborn, or you think this, or you think that. No, I just want to regain as much of what I had in the past for the future. I just want to do that. And if you look at it, I was looking at it today. 64. I've been doing this for like not this, but I've been living in a van for 5 years. I believe. I believe uh, either. Yeah, I believe we did it pretty much the same time. I didn't document it because Chrome had a plan, right? So I didn't document it like that. I I did, but I did remember, I've had my van for this long, and yeah, next thing you know, we're about the same time, and that's where I found life too. Not taking anything away from what Chrome says, but that's me too. I just don't say it like that, but that's me too. Same way, I found life at 60 something, or at 59 or whatever. I found parts of me that I've missed, and I've enjoyed this journey. I've had to let things go, people go, and everything else. But once I did, I became really, really free in my mind and worrying about not worrying about too much stuff. And I've done most living in the past 5 years also, and I don't want to ever miss that or forget that. So I ain't dead yet, so I want to keep on going. Woohoo! No, yeah. Uh, uh, well, I'm glad that you can hear me good. That's great. I'm just looking at my comments here. Uh, okay. I'll have to look back at this, but yes, I will. Van life voyages. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with I have like anybody that send me stuff, and a few people have it. One person, I'm bad with names right now. One person sent me like a list like about that of different van channels, and a lot of you just sent me the one about the ex Olympian. Uh, she's in a wheelchair in a van, and you know what I'm starting to do. I don't know. Next time you look at a van, like a van like that. Next time you look at a van, and it's built for wheelchair accessibility. Okay, just look at all this stuff. Like she's got a nice van, but I don't know how much it costs, but I know it costs something. Why the heck on a van built for a handicapped person would you have to have strings hanging from the door so you can open up your doors above? I don't get that. If it's made for somebody with legs, no legs, or like in a wheelchair, obviously, why do you need ropes to open up doors? I mean, because I'm sitting there thinking like a minivan, you open up a drawer or open up a door, you look into it, you want to know what the heck it is in the back of the drawer or the cupboard. Because you don't want to be going down the highway and you have blip, plop, boom, bang, bing, bung, whatever. And then you realize, oh, that was the last can of SpaghettiOs or something that I didn't know I had. Like, you don't want that. So that's why, like, I'm looking at that, and I know it's a lot of money, and it's like, wow, you know, that's the whole problem about it all, or that's the whole thing. So, um, yeah, and I got and she's tight, like to get in there. Like she gets in there, she's got a nice lift. I love the lift. I do love the lift she has. It's like a super arm or something. It's a one arm, and it takes up little space. I mean, that is great. But she gets in there, and then she has to turn around backwards to go to her bed. And if she's going to use her counter, she's got to roll backwards. And she really can't turn around. She's got to twist her body at a certain point. Then she moves up. She can turn around underneath the sink. She can turn around, put her legs in there, but she's got no movement. Like there's no movement. You can't do a pirouette or nothing like that. Like there's no room. And I'm like, okay. And then she's got this other thing, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm just looking at that's three things. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, uh, she's got this little stool thing. It's made out, I don't know, it's about 2.5 feet or 3 feet long and skinny. And she gets her little tush on there, and she has to she has to pull up her legs because I guess she has little control or no control of her legs. She has to pull them up and then hit a button and then go up like that and then crawl into bed. And I'm like, I mean, it's a smart way of doing it for what you got, but I'm sitting there going, wow, I'm going, wow, that's a little difficult. And well, she has a bathroom, but I can imagine if she had to go to the washroom at night, that'd be a hassle because she can't get up any other way, so she has to slide over and sit on the thing, go down, jump into her chair, and then turn around and go to the washroom or whatever she does. I don't know. She never really mentioned it. I didn't hear it, and that's fine. I'm just saying. I'm looking at all the alternatives, and I'm like, wow. And then I see bigger van builds. like being bigger. They make them out of the factory, and for handicap, and I say the only handicap thing there is there's no room. Like there's no room to do anything. The washrooms. The washrooms are big, but you got to remember. Like I don't know, it just sounds like a little bit boring, but it might sound boring. I don't know. You got to remember, I do a lot of thinking because these are the problems I'm going to face. Okay, we're going to take a shower in a van. So I haven't figured it out yet because I don't know what van I got. But if anything, I'm going to have a van that'll take a shower out of the back door. Okay, so I got to make sure I got curtains up and everything else up. So I got to figure that out. Then I got to figure I can't get this chair wet. I can't get the chair wet. Electricity or even my manual one, it'll even my manual one, it will get wet. My dry clothes I put on, I'm going to wet them as soon as I sit in it. So I can't do that either. So I have to carry a stool or something that is stable enough, high enough, and yeah, stable and high enough that I can get out of my chair onto the stool. Like once I get all my water stuff set up, onto the stool, and then push it away gently. You don't want to push it away too much because if you're on a hill and you push it too far, it might go down the hill and over the cliff, and you got the same problem being stuck in here with your electric. So yeah, I think of all that. So I got to jump off there, and preferably somebody that I can feel, or somebody who's thinking that, hey, why don't you get one of the medical ones? Yeah, but they don't fold. At least not the ones I've seen. And I've seen them at the secondhand store for like $12. That's fine. They're cheap. But I need something plastic, not wood, and I need something that at least collapsible so I can put it away. And that's how I'm going to take a shower. And you got to remember, it's got to be wide enough, not because I'm a big boy, but I am a big boy. It's got to be wide enough and stable enough because I am top heavy. And if you ever try to sit down and keep your legs off the ground, say, that's the only sensation you'll be able to feel. Take your legs off the ground and shower and wash yourself, all your did bits, up and below, uh, and try that a couple times. I mean, that's real. That's not exaggerating. That's real. Like, I finally figured out, taking a shower, I finally figured out on what I got my bench. It's got a back part to it, so I can hold on to it a bit. But to get to your hiney, I use soap, right? I use soap, scrub down there, wash down there, do do the cheeks of my hiney, and then that way, and I rinse off a bit, and then that way I'm able to slide. Oh, I turn around and I slide. Well, first time I did it, I almost slid right off the bench. Because now you're zippity, like now you're now you're really tipped. I mean, I know people don't think that way. Maybe some of you do, but I do think that way. I have to, because that's the thing. Oh yeah, I finally got to wash my butt, but I almost broke my neck falling off the chair. That's not that's not good. As they say, I'll end up in the hospital. My hair will be clean, but my neck is broke because I fell. I'm sorry. My sense of humor. I don't mean to swear, but it's the way it is in my life. And we don't realize that until you're there. That's the whole problem. You don't realize it until you're there. And that's it. And yeah. Anyways, it's all good, but I think somebody asked me. I think somebody asked me a question here a while back. I'm trying to answer it. Yeah, the extender 2000. Yeah, I gotcha. Uh, Let me see. I think somebody asked me how much money. And that's the other thing. Okay, I live in Ontario, so we got this tax, that tax. It's like everybody else. It's just different. I was complaining about the taxes in BC. It was 12% for a 14 handed. handed vehicle. I mean, it's been sold 14 times and there's still 12% taxes on it. Okay. I don't know why, but we're not going to get into politics. So, and then I have to pay for my, my parts to go on my van. That's, I'll say the maximum for me was 1,800. That's what they quote me. They say 15 to 18. Probably won't hit 18, but okay, between 15 and 1,800 just to get the hand controls. I don't know what else I need. I already paid $60 to get my birth certificate. That was extra. I'll have to pay for my driver's license. That'll be extra. And I got to pay taxes on whatever vehicle I get. So I was thinking if I can get something for $5,000 or less, and if it's really, really good, I pay a little bit more. But I have a limit, so it's like, yeah. And I don't expect anything from anybody. That's why I put a limit on it. I just say, that's it. Yeah, because when you depend on everybody all the time, it's just like, yeah, you don't even try as much. That's the way I think, anyway. So I'm just trying to figure out what the money I have saved and everything else. I'll be pretty tight then. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 5 for the vehicle. If I can get it for less, amen. Then 18 for 18 for whatever. 13% on taxes on $5,000. If it's a private deal, usually most people will say, oh, yeah, if it's getting a $5,000 vehicle, they'll say, oh, you're getting 2,500. Well, that drops the taxes by half, so that's a good idea. Don't tell anybody I said that, but people do that, and that's great. So yeah, and that's how it works, and so yeah, I don't have a whole heck to spend on a vehicle. I see a lot of them in 9,000. I could probably save up to get there, but I mean, then there's the taxes and whatever. Yeah, I was just talking to my buddy in Hamilton. There's another Mark. I call him Mark the Diesel guy. He helped me fix the diesel up and stuff. He was, he was saying that too. We were talking about that, and he's looking out for me too. So um, that's the thing. It's just like you don't want to spend all your money on that. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, I'm really embarrassed because my mind is going on me. Um, he bought one for 6 years ago for $1,200. He's done maintenance since then, but the only thing he put in at the beginning was a muffler, and it passed safety and everything else. And he likes it, so that's what I was saying to him. I said, yeah, if I can get something like that, because some people, I know people, I just didn't have the money or something like that, but I know people that just want to get rid of it, and nothing wrong with it. They just want to get rid of it. Yeah, they just want to get rid of it. So they think, oh, it's worth this much, and it's usually below par. But yeah, that's what they do. So it's like, okay. So I'm hoping I'll jump into something like that. But yeah, for now, that's it. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of things, going on, and trying to keep myself happy and trying to keep myself spirit, trying to keep my spirit up. It's pretty good. Like my spirit's pretty good, but I do have like like I'm not as grateful as I used to. I mean, no, sorry. I am grateful. I'm grateful for everything I got, but I'm not as full of every time I wake up. I used to be at one point. I was like that. It's like, yeah, great day to be alive. What are we doing today? Let's go. Now, not so much. I shouldn't hope that material thing, like a van or something, will give me that spark. I shouldn't put all the weight on that, but it is what it is. I mean, I am grateful to be alive. Period. I'm grateful that after all these years, I've been clean and sober, and I've lived the life I have. I've come close to not living the life that I have today. So even with no legs, I'm extremely grateful. I got lots of gratitude for all the stuff I have and all the people I have and know. And yeah, and it's taken me a while, but yeah, it's taken me a while to believe in that, but I'm finally starting to catch up with that, and I'm saying, yeah, I look around, see people, and I'm going, wow. The only thing I'm disappointed in is at that meetup. There's three of us in wheelchairs, and I asked them if they wanted to join a gang, and they said no. I thought we'd be on to something good there. Rolling down the road like that'd be great. No, but no. Other than that, that's about it. About all I can think about. I mean, uh, welcome, Mark. Glad to see you made it. Uh, Let me see. I'm going to see if I can go back. I'm using my finger today, so I forgot my mouse in my room. I'm going to go back. I mean, some of these have asked questions. It's all. Yeah, well, somebody put up, um, it's hard, once get what they want to get back, get a set of wheels, and it's hard because disability, it's hard. And yes, kid you not, I'm not kidding. I know things ain't going to be 100% the way they used to be. Maybe they'll be better because I find that, like, I try, it's sad that I do that, but I try harder now than I did before. And I assumed, well, I got legs, I don't want to do it. But now I try harder, not to prove anything to anybody. And maybe it's just to prove it to myself. I ain't ready to give up yet. I'm not. So I tried my best to keep going down the road. Uh, yeah. So yep. I mean that's pretty much it, right? Really. I mean, I'm trying to do videos every couple of days and put them up. Um, like I said, I'm having a hard time with the drawing thing. Um, Putting it over because I think I need to do it this way or that way. And yeah, I got the thing there. I just haven't really done it yet, but I'm going to try really hard to do it. I'm still looking for some wood so I can raise up my table a little bit because I find myself slouching over every now and then, and I want to try to keep a straight body posture as much as possible. And I'm always leaning over left or right because I get uncomfortable. So yeah. Uh, Other than that, things are going good. So I don't know. It's all good though. It's all good. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you for bringing that up. When are you going swimming? Well, I believe things will change here. I believe things will change here um, when the school year starts, which is I think after Labor Day. Is it? I know Americans. I think they go. They're already back at school, and I think Quebec will be back sooner than Ontario or later, one or the other. And Ontario is after Labor Day weekend, so the swimming schedule will change, and I will go down there and get one. It's just like I forget. You probably forgot. People forgot. It's a weekend and they're closed, so I can't get any info. But I will. I mean, that's still there. That's still something I want to do. I haven't forgot that really. Uh, Yeah, somebody's somebody or somebody's got Pure Later vans in the backyard. They've been there for a while. I don't know how good they are, but I want to get rid of them. I want to see them gone. It's like, okay. Yeah, I'll take one though. As long as they're small. Like I mean, I like them to be under like 20 feet and not big ones. But I think Pure Layer makes the big Grumman's and the other ones. They're a little taller and they're a lot longer. They're about 24 feet, if not bigger. So yeah, I like to see them gone too. I like to own one eventually, but I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, I think what I'm going to do right now, unless I get one dropped on my lap. I mean, or somebody finds one or says here, yeah, yeah, I'd buy like a small one. I wanted to buy one of them ice cream trucks, but somebody told me I had to keep the bells and the little jingle dangle that goes with it. And I said, I don't think so. And I said, no, no. I'd like to find one of those. They're just perfect. They're small and they're not tall. Them old mail trucks, but I think some of them are newer. Them old mail trucks, there's a short one. Chrome sent me a picture of it. Man, I said, yeah, I'd love to have that. Uh, yeah, they're like shorter and they're not that tall. Like they're probably a little bit taller than I would need, but they're not like tall like a extended top van. They're lower than that. But for me, like don't forget, I know I'm a big guy, but I'm a short person now. I'm not the same, so I'm short, so I don't need a whole bunch. I don't know if somebody's asking me, am I American? I don't know if they are. No, I'm Canadian. Uh, if you think I'm American because I have a bit of an accent, yes, I do. I sound like when I go down south, I sound like I'm from over there somewhere. And when I go to Quebec and I speak a little bit of French, I sound like I'm French guy, Frenchman. And but in Ontario, we have a place called the Valley, uh, and that's where and some of them people they have accents. The Valley has an accent. Don't ask me where the Valley is. I forget. I have a friend that used to live there, and yeah, they have a slight accent because I think there's a lot of different people from different. Like she's German, and I think a lot of the German people immigrated to there, and there's a whole bunch of other nationalities there too. But I think after years and years, they they developed somewhat of an accent. And somebody's that most people before have asked me that, are you from the Valley? And I said, no, I'm from Ottawa, but I'm not from the Valley. But yeah, you don't hear that much anymore. But yeah, it's still there. Yeah, Jeffy is from Earth. Yeah, pretty much. Lately, I've been in space. Anyways, okay. I think I'm just rambling now, but I just wanted to get on, check out my new mic. It hasn't broken up, I guess, since we've been talking and stuff, and you pick up my words pretty well. Uh, yeah, so, and eventually, put on your thinking caps because eventually I'll have a little homework for you. Eventually, when I need some ideas, I'm gonna come to you guys to get some ideas. So, put your thinking caps on, sit on the floor, and that's about as tall as I am. Sit on the floor and look at where would you put some stuff in a minivan? And I don't want it too. claustrophobic because I will not be, at least not for the first year, anyways, that I plan on it. I will not be living in the minivan 24/7. I will be traveling, but not 24/7. So, yeah, if you can do that and come back with some ideas, because I'm going to have to figure some stuff out. I already figured a couple of things out. I got to keep a pathway down the middle of my van. That's what I want, because that way I have access to the bed behind me or the bed in front of me and countertop behind or in front. Um, yeah, and I'm either going to get a. I got a little stool I gave my grandson, and he said he'll give it back. I got to give him my other one. He'll be happy because that thing's really low to the ground. It's got some wheels, so if I can jump on that with a cushion, I can roll left to right, and I can also spin around on it because I'll put some material that it's easy to spin on, so I'll be able to gain access. I got another idea tonight. Oh yeah, that's. I got another idea tonight for my friend Mark, the diesel guy. He said, we were talking about, remember when we were kids, get them jungle gym things, put a rail like up top. So inside the van, there's there's cross beams. So start at one end, find out where the first one starts, go to the front end, then put like short, short little, eh, like not deep but short, with with bars across, and I can sort of like swing from one end to the other. That'll help with my upper body strength. And I'll swing from one end to the other, and if I get really good, I can do a gainer or something, a flip at the end and land and go woohoo. No, but I mean that would be helpful. And I thought of putting hand things on there, but I didn't think of that. And I thought that would be cool as heck. How many people have a jungle gym in their place, in their house or their cottage? I guess we'll call it a cottage because they ain't going to be living in it all the time. But yeah, a cottage. That'd be cool. Just ideas like that. Yeah, just trying to think outside the box a little bit. And I want to eat outside in the back, out of my back doors if possible. I already have a plan for that. Making a table, like a short little table, and uh, being able to take it out of the inside and hang it out the outside. I haven't measured it yet, so I got to see if that's feasible, and measured it onto the back so I can sit out there and cook and eat on a table or draw or whatever I'm going to do on the table. So those are some of the things that I've been thinking of and wanting to do. So if you can come up with better ideas, let me know. Oh, where's Wendy? I didn't see you, but somebody says you're out there. Hello, long time no see. I still can't see you. Yeah, I'm talking, Wendy. I'm not looking at who's here. I thank everybody for joining up, though. So yeah. Anyways, if you're still there, I've missed you. I haven't heard from you for a while. I mean, you did, yeah. I haven't heard from you in a while. I've seen you with family, so I'm hoping everything's okay, and I'm hoping all is well. And someday, I mean that someday, if everything's okay, someday I will be back in Vancouver, not to stay but to visit, and I'll make a point to head your way. I'll let you know. I can't give you a time because I don't know. So, anyways, thank you for being here. I appreciate all the help I can get. What? You want stickers, Ramblin'? Is that what you're saying? Yes, if anybody wants stickers, yeah, like some people ask me where I got my cup from. Well, I got my cup here, and I know it's getting dark. I got it from Tim Hortons. And my sticker, I just got it from, and I was going to use it tonight, but this ain't coffee time with Jeffy Bear. That's when I do, a video. But yeah, it's still here. And that's what I do. I just grab a sticker, stick it on one of my favorite cups. Well, this is not my favorite, but this is the summer edition of Timmy's coffee cup. It's got a lid and it's insulated. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, stickers, $10 a piece. And yeah, I'll take care of the shipping and everything else. Okay, well, on that note, I don't mean to cut anybody off, but I think I'm going to cut this off. Been on just for a little bit more than an hour, and I don't want to drag this on. I'll have more to say during the week, I'm sure, and I'll fix it up. Uh, yes, I did get I did get a Timmy's card. Broken note. Yes, I did. Uh, I got a few this weekend, and yeah, and I've used them. Um, yeah, I've used them, and I shared them with my grandson. Not all of them, but I mean, I shared for helping me out. The least I could do, and he's a little modest. He says, "Well, couldn't do it without me," and I said, "Yeah, of course." So then I said, "Give me back that card." No, so he's had a great time with it, and anyways, it's all good. And thank you very much again. Thank everybody so much for anything they've sent me, well wishes, cards, whatever. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get into this better and better each time, and yeah, it'll roll around good. Okay, peace. I love yous all. Yes, I had to think about that because I know one means I love you, and the other one means from Hawaii. I hope that's the right one. Shehu. Yep, that's the one. And yeah. Anyways, for now, love yourselves, love one another wherever you go on your travels. Please be safe, and we'll see y'all again soon. Thank you.